So, to get more into biology, we will briefly look at the so-called tree of life. It basically puts all the species that we know of as of now into this tree, the so-called tree of life. So, the tree of life basically is divided into this so-called archaea, which is the oldest form of bacteria we have. They are distinguished from bacteria because of certain characteristics, but you have the bacteria as the next branch of the tree of life. And what you will see surprisingly is something called eukarya, basically consists of everything from human beings to all sorts of simple forms of life. What is the difference between archaea, bacteria and eukarya? Basically, a lot of the bacteria are so called prokaryotes, which do not have a nucleus within the cell, whereas eukarya does have a nucleus which contains the DNA in it. So, only other additional point I would make here is if you get close to the meeting point of the three branches, there are what are called hyperthermophiles. These are species that live in very high temperatures. So, this is sometimes used to argue that maybe life originated in some very high temperature region, like the hydrothermal vents in the deep ocean we have now, which has no light, has literally sulfuric acid at 120 degrees centigrade and so on. The other interesting point about knowing this is that if you go and let us say find evidence of life on another planet or moon of the Saturn or Jupiter or so, you would want to bring it back and see if it fits on this tree of life. If it does fit into the existing branches, then you probably will conclude that all the life originated basically somewhere as a common origin. If it does not fit here, then you have to figure out if life evolved simultaneously in two different places, right. The other point would be if you have life at very high temperatures away from light and very toxic environments like the hydrothermal vents, that means the potential for life to exist in extreme environments on other planets, other solar systems, other moons, etc., is quite possible, quite probable. So, when you look for life, you want to kind of keep these things in mind to see whether the life that is found elsewhere belongs on the same tree, whether life can exist in extremes in other places in the universe and so on.